Let's suppose that you were able every night to dream any dream you wanted to dream. And that you could, for example, have the power within one night to dream 75 years of time, or any length of time you wanted to have. And you would naturally, as you began on this adventure of dreams, you would fulfill all your wishes. You would have every kind of pleasure you could conceive. And after several nights of 75 years of total pleasure each, you would say, well, that was pretty great. But now let's have a surprise. Let's have a dream which isn't under control. Well, something is going to happen to me that I don't know what it's going to be. And you would dig that and come out of that and say, wow, that was a close shave, wasn't it? And then you would get more and more adventurous, and you would make further and further out gambles as to what you would dream. And finally, you would dream where you are now.
I've just been talking to myself for 5 minutes and the camera wasn't switched on. All I'm going to say is good morning. I'm at the Old Man Of Storr. It's over here in front of me, and it's pre-sunrise. It's just about to come over the horizon, and hopefully we'll get some interest in the Old Man Of Storr rocks. We've set up for a classic composition. Luckily there was a photographer in this spot and he's gone home. He's got the shots he wants, which is great because this is the classic Old Man Of Storr shot, I think. And what we'll do is we'll wait and take some shots. What I've just done is I've took a shot at f/16 to get this foreground rock sharp as I can, hedge my bets in post-production if I want everything sharp front to back. But I'm actually going to shoot the majority of this at f8. Not that concerned if the front's a little bit soft with these rocks here. It's not the area of interest. The area of interest is out in front of me. Old Man Of Storr. You've got the lock in the midground, we've got a lock in the foreground, we've got the Cullins in the background, we've got the island here between us and Rassie, and then you've got Rassie, and that should be enough for anybody to think it's a pretty picture. What I was going to say is I would very much like that to even come up here. No Old Man Of Storr. On the pictures it looks okay. When you get up here, it's 20 times the impact as to when you see it in a picture. Unfortunately, most pictures can't do it justice because you've got to see it with the naked eye. It is absolutely amazing. It's not just the Old Man Of Storr, that's great on its own, but you've got everything else as well. And my goodness, what have you got? You've got everything in one shot. Now, we often talk about going from one place to another, just to get shots. Beautiful bird of prey up there, just to get shots. This is different. This is waiting for the right type of light, taking a snap. We've got one composition in mind. We've set the composition up and we wait and we take pictures, and that's what we're going to do. We're almost level with the midpoint of the Old Man Of Storr, at least the three rocks, and I've got my camera pointing slightly down, or it could be level, and that just makes things a little bit more imposing. It's cold, but if you can have a look, you can see that the sun's just about to break the horizon, and hopefully we're starting to see things lighten up a little bit. Come to Skye, definitely come to the Old Man Of Storr if you are fit and healthy and you can climb steep rocks and scree, and you'll be fine. There's a path, but it's steep and it comes up from almost sea level to about 2,500 feet quite quickly, so just think on if you're coming in. So there's nothing really technical about this shot. All it is composition, and making sure that you've got the elements that you want for a good shot. And so what I've aimed for is foreground interest with these rocks, and then you've got a mid foreground interest with this lock here down on the left hand side. You've got the scree slope going up to the Old Man, the Old Man itself is your focus area, but then that drops down, if you look, drops down to the lock here on the left hand side, the hills behind that lock, and you've got the lock here on the left hand side as a further away point, then you've got the island even further away, and then in your background you've got the mountains. So it's a layered composition. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, and that creates depth to the picture. Wait for the light. Shooting at f13 doesn't really matter. What I've done is I've gone up to f16 and come down. I'm just paranoid about these rocks in the foreground being sharp. Don't want to go all the way back home and find that I've got a fuzzy image and I'm not 100% happy with it. So that's the only thing that I've been doing. I haven't been taking lots and lots of shots, I've just taken them at different apertures. But all the thing is to wait for nice light, which to be honest you can't fail with the sun being so low on the Old Man here, and take your shot. I was just thinking, coming down the mountain from the Old Man of Storr, which is behind me, about the hype and the reason that the Old Man of Storr is so popular. And it might sound strange, but it's not the Old Man of Storr. The rock formation is awesome and it makes a good focal point, but it's where it's set. It's the light as it falls on the hillside around the Old Man of Storr and the cliff behind it, and the light as it hits the Old Man itself, and then your mid-ground interest and your background interest with the lock and the sea and the Cullen Mountains behind. It all makes for an almost perfect vista, one of a handful of vistas in the world which has got every component that's needed to be perfect. And whilst some people have got excellent photographs of the place, it conveys about 40% of how stunning the place is. It gives you goosebumps. It's one of those places that gives you goosebumps. You've got to physically, if you can, get up there to appreciate it. And I've just seen some American ladies with an early morning hangover face on, struggling up, and they're asking me which way to go, and I said, you go up there, and they didn't look too happy, particularly the one at the back, and I said, you won't be disappointed when you get up there. And the lady at the back says, I better not be. If it was pants, I would have said, you know, turn around, go home and get another glass of wine, but even though it is 8:30 in the morning. But when they get up there, they're going to remember that view for the rest of their life, because I will.